What's happening, y'all? What's happening? What's happening? It's time for lunch and learn. Very excited about today. Before I do anything, I always gotta play my music.
Hey, y'all hold up. I gotta watch this right quick.
Ow! God big.
Hey,
I see you great.
Y'all know what time it is.
2 trillion TV.
2 trillion TV.
What up, Vince? Appreciate that. Welcome, 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 welcome. It's Monday, January 25th. We are almost, can you believe next week is the last day? How many days next week is the last day of January. Come on, we made it. We made it in real life, made it style. Okay, so I don't know how your weekend was. Oh, first let me give a big shout out to the Green Bay Packer fans. Y'all showed up, came to the stadium. Your team decided to kick a field goal with 2 minutes and 3 seconds left. You would leave Tom Brady 2 minutes and 3 seconds? Green Bay coach. Nobody want to hear that you had 4 timeouts and it was like heaven. Nobody wants to hear it. You left Tom Brady with 1,700 seconds is what that was. So big shout out to the Green Bay fans. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are now going to be the first team in the NFL to host the Super Bowl. That means Florida going to be off the chain. COVID going to be all around. COVID going to be doing this in Florida. Like, hey, because they're going to be in the bars, the restaurants. They're going to be in everything. You understand me? They're not going to be caring about masks. They caring about the Super Bowl. So COVID going to win Super Bowl 55. COVID is undefeated. I want to see COVID versus the internet in the next verses on TV. Anyway. I'm sorry, that blessed me real good just now. Today we talk about somebody special. That's right. We talking about somebody special. Hammering Hank Aaron, who passed over the weekend. The Milwaukee and the Atlanta Braves. He has done some amazing things for baseball. I am a fan. Shout out to Boy Biggs. Oh yeah, I didn't. I'm sorry. You know what? Yeah, let me. Thank you, Big. I said congratulations to Green Bay fans. But then I didn't say nothing about the Chiefs and the Bills game. The Bills game, rest in peace to the Bills game, because that's what happened. Your game was just dead yesterday against you. Let Patrick Mahomes get all Mahoney on y'all, just doing what he want to do out there. And now the Super Bowl is the Chiefs versus Tampa Bay. Shout out to the real Chief fans. I've been to the stadium 3 or 4 times, maybe 4 times. And the Chief fans, a couple things. Number one, they hate the Raiders. I don't know why. We ain't even do nothing to them. And number 2, they had the best barbecues in the world out there. But they Chief fans do, the fans do go hard. I'm happy for Boy Big and Desi. I ain't happy for all the Chief fans. I'm happy for a few. Chef Dev, Bishop. Bishop that's out there. I'm happy for him. Other than that, y'all got it. Tampa Bay versus Kansas City. It's the Hall of Famer quarterback versus the future Hall of Famer quarterback. And I don't know who I got right now, because I had Green Bay strong, and I didn't know they was gonna be all mesmerized by Cry Brady. Now, it's tough to, I don't know if I want to call him Cry Brady or be a hater no more. He went to Michigan. I'm go blue forever. So I don't know how I feel. I don't want to make any picks. On Zone 4 Sports on Wednesday, I'll have a pick, maybe. But I don't know, because Tom Brady is just, it's going to be at home. Is the Super Bowl really going to be in Tampa Bay? And do you know how the Patriot fans is feeling right now? Y'all just let him go like he was sorry. He done went over to the NFC South, even skeeted in there. The Saints was supposed to be, the Saints beat them twice. That was, they won the division. Anyway, I would not like to talk about football anymore. I'm sad when it comes to football. And then when it comes to football, you already know how I feel about y'all whole life. Okay? Stacy, what up, though? All right, one more time for the homie and his cheese candy. But that ain't what we talking about today. Today, we talk about Hank Aaron. Everything he did for baseball, everything he did for black people. Like, Hank Aaron was the first Jordan, was the first Patrick Mahomes, was the first, you know what I'm saying? Hank went hard. And what I love, before we talk about him in depth, let me let you see this cute little thing they made for him.
Baseball and home runs are amazing. Join me as we journey through history with fun facts about Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron is known in history as one of the best baseball players of all time and civil rights activist. Henry Louis Aaron was born on February 3, 1934, in Mobile, Alabama, where his parents were Herbert and Estella Aaron. Aaron took to sports at a young age, playing baseball and football in high school. At the age of 18, he began playing for an all-African American baseball league called the Negro League, where he was very successful. Hank Aaron continued playing baseball at a high level and actually started playing for the Braves and the Brewers. When looking at his career, there are many that consider 1957 as his best year. This is where he hit 44 home runs that year and 132 runs batted in. He would also be named the National League MVP and lead the Braves to win the World Series championship. Now, I did mention home runs. In the world of baseball, many players are looked at as great because of their home run hitting power. Hank Aaron was no exception, with a career total of 755 home runs during his Major League Baseball career. With so many home runs under his belt, this is why he was known by the nickname HAMMERIN Hank. Although many loved him, there were others who threatened his life for attempting to break records as an African American. This did not stop Hank, where a milestone in his career was set on April 8, 1974. On this date, he would shatter another baseball icon's home run record named Babe Ruth, hitting his 715th home run. With all the success during his career in baseball, Hank Aaron was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1982. And although his record was broken for the most home runs, many still consider him the home run king of baseball.
Yeah, so about that. In baseball, so he was being threatened because, well, back then, 19, it was, we not gonna skirt around it. It was just full-blown racism in the South, and they ain't want black people doing nothing, let alone beating our coveted Babe Ruth. You're not going to go out there and do what you want to, boy. Like, it was them kind of white folk back then, in the South. I think everybody was happy for him in New York and California and everybody else, but in the South, they was like, we don't care what he hit. It's a horrible white country accent, but you get it. So let's talk about his home runs. Well, first, let me actually show it to you. This is in April, I believe, 73-74, when he beat Babe Ruth's record.
Once again, a standing ovation for Henry Aaron.
Look at that font.
So the confrontation for the second time. Aaron walked in the second inning. He means the tying run at the plate now. So we'll see what Downing does. Al at the belt, delivers, and he's low. Ball one. And that just adds to the pressure. The crowd booing.
That's in
Downing has to ignore the sound effects and stay a professional and pitch his game. 1 ball and no strikes. Aaron waiting. The outfield deep and straight away. Fastball is a high drive into deep left center field. Buckner goes back to the fence. It is gone.
Look at these random people. Look at this white man. Look at Steve Austin just ran up on him. The Bionic Man. Where them people come from? What happened to security back then? like the Toronto
What a
Blue
marvelous
Jays
moment
jerseys.
for Atlanta and the state of Georgia. What a marvelous moment for the country and the world. A black man is getting a standing ovation in the Deep South for breaking a record of an all-time baseball idol. And it is a great moment for all of us, and particularly for Henry Aaron, who was met at home plate not only by every member of the Braves, but by his father and mother. He threw his arms around his father, and as he left the home plate area, his mother came running across the grass, threw her arms around his neck, kissed him for all she was worth.
I like kissed him for all that she was worth. What's good, Russell? How you? Desilu. I just came here today. She's they diehard Chief fans. They from Kansas City though. They born and raised in Kansas City. Like that's what they supposed to be. Let's talk about a black man is getting a standing ovation from white people. That's what he should have said. That should have been his second bar. A black man has hit a home run and white people everywhere standing up. So let's talk. So that was when he hit 7. So Babe Ruth's record was 714, and then he hit 715. Became baseball's all-time everything in home runs. And then Barry Bonds actually beat Hank Aaron's record. So Hank Aaron finished with 755. And Barry Bonds got 762. But we all know that Barry Bonds has a giant asterisk next to his everything because he was doing steroids. Okay, so here go the top 7 home run people. Barry Bonds, 762. Hank Aaron, 755. Babe Ruth, 714. Alex Rodriguez, steroids, 696. Albert Pujols, questionable steroids, 662. Number 6, another black man, Willie Mays. And then at number 7, Ken Griffey Jr. No steroids. So Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa is in the top 10. We know he was doing Sammy Sosa should be guilty of bleaching his skin. We don't even care, but let's skip all the steroids and him and Mark McGwire going. Let's talk about that skin tone. We're not skin shaming. It's not about Sammy Sosa. It's about this dude right here, okay? And what he did. I actually want to show you guys. Well, it's a couple things in my house. So let me tell you this story. This is kind of a cool story. Russell, what you talk? Oh, you must be talking about. I don't think Mark McGwire. No, I think Mark McGwire's in the top 15. I know Sammy Sosa's definitely in the top 10. I just wanted to read them first 7 because it actually starts. Look at the space between them. So Ken Griffey gets 630, but Willie Mays had 660. Albert Pujols beat the 662, and then between Albert Pujols and A-Rod, it's almost 40. You know what I'm saying? And then from A-Rod to Barry Bonds is 50. So he was juicing too. Mark McGwire you talking about? Oh yeah, we all, come on now, don't. So Hank Aaron is the true home run king. I'll tell you something really cool about him. On September 11th in 2003, we know what happened in New York. Well, that weekend, I was supposed to be opening this new. Crystal Cross is asking, what's juicing? Oh, they was doing steroids. That's the nickname for saying they was juicing, steroids. In 2003, September 11th happened on Tuesday. But that weekend, I was supposed to be promoting this brand new Popeyes that Hank Aaron bought a Popeyes on Panola Road in Atlanta. but down the street from New Mercy's, where Bishop Eddie, not New Mercy's, Bishop Eddie Long's church. What is Bishop Eddie Long now? Jamal Bryant is the head of it. Not New Mercy's. That's Pastor Kearney. New Birth Missionary Baptist Church was around the corner. So what we were doing is we were sending people that were coming to the restaurant to, get some food. We were sending them straight to New Birth to give blood. Okay. Well, everybody that came to give blood or not to give blood, but to go see Hank Aaron, brought a baseball with him, right? And was like, hey, Mr. Aaron, while I'm here. But a funny thing, Hank Aaron really didn't sign baseballs in the public. He said he made interview one time in the 80s, and he was like, we sign these balls and white people make all this money and we don't get any of the money, and they sell our signature, so I'm actually just going to keep my signature. So nobody was signing, he wasn't signing nobody's ball. They was like, hey, Hank Aaron, oh my God, he was like, can you give blood? Thank you so much. Go to New Birth. Well, on that day, after everybody left, I had my sons with me. I said, Mr. Aaron, can you, I brought 2 balls with me. I know you ain't, it's for my sons, though. You see cute little boys right there. I'm going to give it to them when they grow up. And he signed them. He said, hurry up. But he signed them for me. And I had them put in this really nice glass thing. That was in September 2003, and I put them in a shadow box, like a really thick. And I sent my son Marcus, who's serving our country in Africa right now. I sent him his, and this one actually is my son, Brandon, my oldest son, who'll be 30 next month. Jesus, my oldest son will be 30 next month. Okay. Yeah, Hank Aaron. And then I got another story. My other story is when, what up, Raven? How are you? When Johnny Cochran opened the Cochran firm in Atlanta, the party was at Hank Aaron house. Everybody was there. It was Black Excellence, way before they start saying Black Excellence and everything else. It was bananas. I promise you. I promise you. I think Oprah was there. I don't know where she was at, because it was even a specialer place where I was hosting it, and it was a stage, and it was the first time I brought on Stevie Wonder to the smallest stage. It just had a keyboard on it, me and Hank Aaron's wife, and it was real small. Brought on Stevie Wonder with Kedar, King Kedar, comedian Kedar. And Stevie was like, all right, this is my last song. I got to catch a flight. I'm out of here. And then he left, or he was supposed to leave. And I was like, hey, how many of y'all want to hear All I Do? And Stevie was in the back behind me going, I got to go. And then the people was like, yeah. So then me and Kadar started going, all I do is think about you. And Stevie Wonder cussed me out, but then he started playing it, and he did All I Do, and he left. And I think I saw him in about 4 or 5 months later at the Trumpet Awards. And I said, hey, Mr. Wonder, I'm Griff. I hosted Hank Aaron's the Cochran party thing at his house. I was the host. And his homeboy leaned in his ear and said, that's the blank that made us late for our flight. That's all I'm going to say. What up, Jalen? You got to oh man, Jalen, I'm going to have to get you on. But here, I wanted you guys to see real quick. I wanted y'all to see his Hall of Fame speech. It was rich. It's cool. Another thing that I always liked about Mr. Aaron was his quotes. So he says, the pitcher's got only a ball. I got a bat. So the percentage in weapons is in my favor, and I let the fellow with the ball do the fretting. I like that one. I like this one. My motto was always to keep swinging, whether I was in a slump or feeling badly or having trouble off the field. The only thing to do was keep swinging. And what goes with that quote right there is, although Hank Aaron was the home run king, he also led in strikeouts. So he also had the most strikeouts. So if to hit that many home runs, you got to strike out a whole bunch of times, and he really did that. And I got one more. Thanks, babe. I got one more. I actually can't see this one. Oh, failure is a part of success. Failure is a part of success, and I believe that goes with missing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta miss. You gonna miss. You gonna miss. But when you hit, and then it all goes together. How about that? About the hockey, the black legend, is he in the Hall of Fame? Oh, you talking about dude behind me right here? Yeah, that's Willie O'Ree. I believe they're gonna actually put him in the hockey's Hall of Fame, but I don't know if he's in there yet. That's a great question. Shout out to Aricio watching us from Sao Paulo, Brazil. But I wanted y'all to look at his Hall of Fame induction speech. I believe it was in '83.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Kuhn, league presidents, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I feel a great sense of humility, gratitude, and appreciation for this day and for what it means to me and my family. I'm extremely proud to be joining a group of men who performed on the baseball field, epitomize the highest and the best in professional athletics. I'm pleased to be joining them in the company of Travis Jackson, Happy Chandler, and Frank Robertson, some of baseball's greats. I also feel especially proud to be standing here where some years ago, Jackie Robinson and Roy Campanella proved the way and made it possible for Frank and me and for other blacks hopeful in baseball. They proved to the world that a man's ability is limited only by his lack of opportunity. The sheer majesty of this occasion and its significance overwhelms me. For truly I reflect on my life, and particularly my 23 years in baseball. I am reminded of a statement I once read, and I quote, "The way to fame is like the way to heaven, through much tribulations." It had been for me, to quote a very popular song, a long and winding road. Nevertheless, I have been extremely blessed in my lifetime. I stand here today because God gave me a healthy body, a sound mind, and talent. For 23 years, I took the talent that God gave me and developed it to the best of my ability. 23 years ago, I never dreamed that this high honor would come to me. For it was not fame I sought, but rather to be the best baseball player that I could possibly be. I grew up in a home where there was little in the way of material goods, but there was an abundance of love and discipline. We therefore had much to share. And so too is this occasion for sharing, an occasion for Thanksgiving. For I did not make this journey alone. A lot of people contributed a lot of different ways to my success as a professional baseball player. And to them, I owe a deep debt of gratitude. The list is far too long for me to mention all of them. However, I must mention a few. I would like to acknowledge the presence of my parents, Mr. and Mrs. Herbert Aaron, without whose love and encouragement this day could not have been. My wife, Billy, who brought an awful lot of sunshine into my life. And I'd like to introduce my children, Gail, Hanky, my oldest son, Larry, Dorinda, and Cece. Who have been supportive and understanding of my long absences away from home. My sisters and brothers who have always been some of my biggest fans. My teammates of the Milwaukee Braves, the Atlanta Braves, and the Milwaukee Brewers, thank you. I want to thank the wonderful people of Milwaukee and Atlanta, where I spent my baseball career. I also would like to thank Mr. John Mullen, who was introduced earlier, Mr. Bill Bartholomew, and also my boss, Mr. Ted Turner from the Atlanta Braves. Thank you for coming. And we also have sitting on the front seat is Mr. Al Thornwell, Executive Vice President. Thank you very much for coming. Finally, I'd like to thank some special friends and family who traveled here to be with me on this occasion. From Atlanta, Dr. Benjamin E. Mays, an ardent baseball fan, distinguished educator, and President Emeritus of Morehouse College, who today celebrates his 88th birthday. Thank you very much, Dr. Mays. I would like to thank the Locketts, Sam Frankel, my in-laws, the McDaniels, and the Swedes. Permit me also to express a special thanks to Mr. Walter Dunn and Mr. Carl Ware and other executives from the Coca-Cola Company for their presence and for providing transportation for our children and some of their friends from Atlanta, including Marvin Arrington, former Mayor Maynard Jackson, and Congressman White Fowler, and there are many other friends here. And there are many other friends here who I just cannot mention all of them. All of you have touched my life in a very positive way. I am so very grateful to you and so pleased that you could share this evening with me. Thank you very much.
That'll tear you up, man. Did you see the people he invited? Marvin Maynard Jackson, former mayor of Atlanta, Marvin Arrington. I know Marvin Arrington Jr. is also a politician. His kids, I know his kids. I know one of his daughters real well, but he had Benjamin Mays there in Atlanta. It's a high school named after Benjamin Mays High School. Like, Benjamin Mays is a Black History moment. Like, Hank Aaron is a Black History moment too, but I'm sorry, I digress. That was just a really cool moment. I'm actually a little teared up. I'm sad that he passed, but we need to stop being sad that old people die, y'all. He going to heaven. I don't want to be 111 on earth. Listen. I want to go to heaven. I got people waiting for me. Michael Jackson is there. Al Davis, some grandmas. Like, I want to go to heaven. If you have a chance, go watch some of the home runs that he hit. They back then they were such a big deal, and it wasn't a lot of us Black people or people of color that were in the audience, and he had them folk really with their mouth open like, oh, they can hit. Like, I don't even know. He was a real dude. Kenneth, I'm gonna call you after I get off, my dude. I want to be down. I saw your thing. Hey, you guys, that is my lunch and learn today. Today we learned about hammering Hank Aaron. I appreciate you guys watching this. If you get a chance, make sure you share it. Show other people so some other kids or some adults could learn something real quick. That's all we wanted to do with the lunch and learns. Anyway, we just wanted to make sure people could learn something real quick. And if you ever get a chance, my little nephew Jalen got a show. Jalen interviewed everybody. I saw Jalen was interviewing George Wallace. Well, I was looking the other day. He had some ladies on that are in business. Great dude, great young man, and he is our future. How about that? Susan, I appreciate you watching all the way from Toronto, Canada. How about that? In Alaska, they call us the lower 48, y'all. Lasagna, I appreciate you. Thank you. Lanier, oh man, that's all we wanted to do, Lanier. I just wanted to show him off. Because I'm a fan, and I've been to his house. And I have some I ain't even tell y'all the story about when in 2003 the NBA All-Star was in Atlanta, and Hank Aaron, I don't know how I got to this one either. Hank Aaron had a private VIP party for all these dignitaries, right? All these dignitaries. And why Bill Clinton came out, talked for 40 minutes. It wasn't no other white people in there except Bill Clinton in the Secret Service. And Bill Clinton had them black people slapping their knees, laughing. He was like, hey, you remember I went to your house and you gave me greens for the first time and your mama had made chicken livers? Man, I was like, Bill Clinton is ripping the room. And on that time, that was the time that Mr. Aaron put baseballs. Everybody had they call them swag bags now, but everybody had a bag that thank you for coming from the foundation, and it had his baseball in it. But I already had mine, so I actually gave mine on that day to somebody else. But I got some Hank Aaron stories. He also got mad at his daughter for bringing me downstairs into his man cave, but I'll say that for never. How about that? Y'all have an amazing day. Take care. Stay blessed. Lunch and learn with your boy. I appreciate you. Love you, Lanika.